The sun shined brightly, almost as if it is glaring down the earth. Well, this is not my verse. That's what this young man said in his 20s. Frustration clung to him like a shadow, dragging his heavy luggage behind him. Beads of sweat trickled down the man's forehead, dampening his hair. He let out a sigh. Finally, he reached his destination, standing tiredly in front of the door of a small apartment. He took a deep breath and searched through his pocket, pulling out a set of keys. He placed the key into the keyhole and twisted the knob. Just as he was about to step inside, his phone started ringing. He ignored and picked up his phone without bothering to check the caller ID. Who the hell? Language boy. Oh, Hyung, why did you call me? Can't I call my brother without any reason? No, it just I'm having a really tough day and I finally made it to the new place I'm shifting to, but everything seems to be going wrong. Sorry to hear that, book. Is the weather at least nice there? Yes, young, the weather is perfect for my mood. The sun is glaring at me like I took his lawn and I'm smelling like a rotten fish. Oh, then you chose the wrong day to move in. By the way, have you unpacked your stuff yet? Oops, wrong. I was literally just about to step inside and you called. Wrong timing. I was just checking if you need anything. No thanks, Him. I'm good. Then have a great time unpacking your stuff. You didn't have to remind me. Namjoon laughed and Jungkook shook his head while rolling his eyes, feeling a bit lighter. He hung up the call and moved inside, looking around his new place. Oh God, I should have taken Hoseo Kyung help. He sighed and dropped himself on the sofa. What a day! After taking a refreshing shower, Jungkook wore a new pair of clothes and went out of his house. It was 6 p.m. already. Now the weather is a bit nice. He walked towards the convenience store to buy some stuff. He collected some snacks, ramen, and drink for himself as he stopped in front of the section of milkshake. He was about to grab a good amount of banana flavor, his favorite one, when he felt a tug on his jean. He followed his eyebrow and looked down, and there stood a little creature. Jungkook bent down to her level as she looked like 4 years old and she's so small. Yes, little strawberry. She's wearing a strawberry frock and looking like a small strawberry. That milk. Also, you want that banana milk? The girl nodded rapidly, her doe eyes looking at him with excitement, and Jungkook's smile widened as he stood up and retrieved a bottle of banana milk, handing it to her. Thank you, Ajuse, she exclaimed happily, jumping back to her mother, who's back facing him. Why is she calling me Ajuse? I'm maybe 20 years older than her kid these days. Jacob sat and began to collect himself carton of banana milk for himself. The next few days he was occupied unpacking his stuff, settling himself in the new place, which is close to his restaurant. Yes, he is owner of the restaurant. Even though he had a car, he just wanted to change the environment around him. He's 24, still single, and not ready to get mingle. According to him, there are lots of things to do in life instead of getting in a relationship. And he is alone and happy. Little did he know that his life is going to change completely. Yoon was dealing with a customer of the shop. She is working in this cafeteria for 2 years now, and I think she has not much experience in other things. So the best thing she can do is work in cafe. It's not like she's earning too much, but still enough to live in this society. And she made friends here. The other co-workers, they work there, their family. No unnecessary drama like where she had worked before. Uni, can you take the order of that table? Jin, the other co-worker said in Jin knowledge. She went to the table taking the order of 2 to 3 girls and came back to her counter. She saw someone already standing there. Excuse me. You look up to see new customer. Most of the customers she know came here daily, but he is the new face. Yun plastered a smile on her face like a professional she is, and look at him. Give me a minute, I will come back. Hey, I'm back. Yun, give me the order. You can take care of the new customer. Ash, okay, you are bossing me around today. Oh, please, you need just this one. Fine. Yun shook her head as he uses his charm always to get his work done. Yun came back to the boy who was looking at the menu on the screen. How can I help you? Can I get a double shot espresso and burger with a side onion rings, please? Yes, sure. What's your name? Jungkook. Okay. She wrote down his name and his order, and Jungkook walked to one of the tables. He looked around. It was a quite good place, and after his order was done, she placed it in a tray. She carried the tray, making her way towards his table. As she took a step, her vision blurred slightly. She blinked her eyes in confusion and shook it off. But as she was about to place the tray down, her vision blurred again, and her hand unexpectedly shook, causing the cup of the coffee to slip from her grasp. In a split second, the hot liquid splashed onto the Jungkook shoes and pants, leaving a wet brown stain. Yoon eyes widened and Jungkook stood up abruptly looking at his shoes. I'm sorry, I didn't know how it happened. Jin came running to her and bowed to Jungkook apologizingly, who was cursing under his breath. He was going to restaurant, now his mood and suit just ran. Can you give me some neck pin already? He said annoyed, and now he have to go back home and change his clothes. Jin hurriedly handed him the napkins, and Jungkook wiped his shoes and pant. I'm really sorry, sir. It's okay. Jungkook sighed as he gathered his mobile and wallet from the table and left without glancing at them. He was not in the mood to create a drama. Just my luck, everything seems to be going great in this new place. He mumbled sarcastically as he made his way back to his house. Yoon and Jin looked at each other as they know the manager got to know about his. He will scold both of them. As their shift ended, it was night already, and yes, like they predicted, Yoon got scolded pretty badly by the manager. Jin was closing the cafe and Yoon was behind him. They both live 2 houses apart, so it's not difficult for them. They start walking to the house when Jin spoke up. What happened to you earlier? Nothing. Don't lie to me. Yoon sighed. It's really nothing. You're worried about Soha again? Stressing yourself all day and night again? Yoon kept quiet. How do he know everything about her? I am. I don't know why I feel like I'm not a good parent. Half of the time I spend outside, I don't know how to give her time. What if she starts hitting me? When you are being too hard on yourself, you're doing your best as a parent. I have seen how much you love Soha. She knows that too. I know, but it's just I don't want her to feel neglected towards me. Sometimes I feel like I'm failing her. Even being a single parent is not easy, I know, but it doesn't mean you are failing. So I was lucky to have you as a mother. You really work hard to provide her, and even though you may not have much time, as you do, like she will understand. She's 4 but talk like 24 years old. Jin chuckled lightly. Yeah, sometimes she don't act like her age. Jin rang the bell of his house, and after a few seconds, the two little atoms mom come outside. So I hugged her mom tightly, and Jin forget her tiredness, embraced her, and the second Jin's son Haniel hugged his dad. Thank you, Jin. I don't know how to thank you. It's nothing. You are like my sister, and but I told you not to thank your brother. Jin smiled wide and she kissed Haniel's cheek and side hugged Jin, and then she walked to her house. So how was my princess day? Mom, it was good. We had a special art class today, and I made a painting for you. Do you want to see? Yun's eyes lit up with excitement as she entered inside. Of course, I want to see it. You saw her excitedly open her bag and took out the drawings and handed it to her mom. Oh my god, this is so incredible. It's not that perfect, mom. My classmate made so good drawings. I want to be like them. But you still did your best, and guess what? I will hang this here. She said excitedly, and she hung every drawing of her daughter on the wall. She know her daughter is interested in art. Really, mom, you are going to hang it up? Of course, you know how much I am proud of you, my princess. She picked her in her arms and showered her face with kisses and so her giggled. I love you, mom. Even I stare up. She is her world, her everything. Because of her daughter, she is still alive and keeps going to live another day of her life. Let's go eat something together. So I smiled widened and they both made their way to the kitchen happily. Yun was 19 years old when her parents arranged her marriage to their friend's son. Yun disagreed at the time she was not ready, but her parents wanted to marry her. Having no choice, she agreed to marry him, thinking maybe what her parents told her is, is a good thing, but it was not what she thought. At first, everything seemed normal, and Yun tried to adjust to her new life as a wife. But as the time went on, she began to discover the dark secret her husband was hiding. When Yun got to know about his illegal activities, his behavior towards her took a drastic turn. He started to abuse her physically, mentally, and emotionally, often coming home drunk, taking out his frustration on her. The once promised love and care turned into a nightmare with apologies in the morning that held no sincerity or last change. She found herself trapped in a cycle of abuse and manipulation, living in constant fear of feeling isolated from any support. She suffered silently, believing there was no way out. No one would believe her. But something happened. He got caught by the police. That was the day Yun felt free. But on the same day, she got to know she is pregnant, and her world came crashing down, not knowing what the future held for her. With summoning her courage, she left the city. Whatever she had, she just moved to another city. She didn't meet her parents, and for what? When her parents didn't help her with anything. She started her new life again with her daughter. For everyone, she died, and now living for her daughter. She didn't want her daughter to experience the pain she's suffering, and she had endured. Starting a new life in a new city was not easy for her. She faced so many hurdles from finding a place to left to a stable job. Then Jin helped him everything. He became a father figure, and her wife took care of her daughter. When she is working, she is grateful to both of them. And now she is here, yet she is not confident in herself. Is she really a good mother? Jungkook ordered his coffee and sat down on the chair, waiting for his order. He wanted to go to another cafe, but this one is the nearest his house, and he had no choice. This time it was someone else present there on the carton. Here's your order. Jungkook looked up to see the same girl. She was looking down. Jungkook looked at the order and then back at the girl. I didn't order this cake. I just wanted a coffee. He said, not remembering when did he order cake. Please take it as apology from me because of the last time I ruined your suit. Jungkook looked at her slightly surprised, then quickly cleared his throat. It's okay, you didn't have to. I mean, accident happened. It's the least I can do. I felt really bad about what happened that day. I hope this makes up for it. A smile formed on the corner of his lips. Well, he didn't expect that she would remember the accident and still apologize. Thank you then, he said, not knowing what to say anymore, and then smiled about back to her counter. While Jungkook was still staring at her as she engaged in talking with the customer, his eyes fixed on Yoon as he took the sip of his coffee. When Yoon looked at his direction, catching him red-headed, he looked away. He cursed himself in his head. And now it became his routine from few weeks that before going to his restaurant, he came to this cafe daily. Now guess why he came? Not only the coffee was delicious, but the specific girl who caught his attention. Him admiring her from afar, trying not to get caught. This is the first time a girl actually caught his attention, and that's when she is not doing anything, just order, smiling to everyone. It was as if she is possessed a magnetic aura that effortlessly drew people closer to her. Deep inside, he wanted to know more about the girl behind the counter. Jungkook was chilling on his sofa while having a drink and eating snacks, watching movie, still in his pajamas after a hectic week. He just wanna relax. Suddenly his doorbell rang and he looked up at the time. It was 5 p.m. now. Who could it be? No one knows him in this neighborhood. So he walked towards the door and opened it, but his eyes widened when he saw the girl standing there. The same cafe girl. He glanced down at himself. He didn't even comb his hair. Oh god, what a perfect first impression. He saw her eyes widen a little too. Of course, he looked like a zombie. Hi. Jungkook cleared his throat and set his hair from his hand, feeling awkward. Hi. I think you are June, Jungkook, right? Yes, that's me. Your parcel was accidentally delivered to my house. Jungkook finally looked at her hand and noticed that she was holding a box. Are you sure it's mine? I don't remember ordering anything. I don't know your name written on it. Jungkook took the box from her hand and looked at the name, and it was indeed his. Oh, thank you then. But wait, how did it deliver to your house? Do you live nearby? Ah, yes, the house across the street is mine. Jungkook's eyes widened a little. So the girl he looked at secretly in the cafe is lived across the street. He never knew. Whoa, I never knew you were my neighbor. Did you just move here? I've never seen you around here before. Yes, about a month ago. Oh, okay. I should go by then. By the way, it's nice meeting you. Jungkook felt a hint of disappointment, not wanting their conversation to end. He literally got a chance to talk to her properly. Same here. By the way, can I know your name? Oh, sorry for not introducing myself earlier. I'm Yoon. Nice to meet you. Official. Likewise, Yoon began to take a step backward, preparing to head home. Well, I should get going now, but I'll see you around since we are neighbors. Definitely. Have a good day. You too. She smiled and walked back to her house where Jungkook just stood there watching her go inside. He closed the door and took a deep breath, still holding the box. What just happened? Did I just talk to her? Oh god, looking like a whole garbage. He was squealing like a. He walked into his room and placed the box on the table, eager to unwrap its content. As he carefully opened it, he discovered some old pictures, his cherished childhood toys, and even his diary. It was a nostalgic collection of memories. Just as he was immersed in the thoughts, his phone rang. He looked at the caller ID and smiled formed on his lips. I think you got the package then? Thank you, Hugh. It reminds me of my home now. I know you ain't coming back home, so I thought you should feel like home where you live. Thank you so much, Hugh. I don't know what do I do without you. Take care of yourself. You know I missed you. It's been a whole month. I know, Hugh. I will come to meet you soon. I'm waiting for you then, Cook. They hung up the call and Jungkook looked at the things. It reminded him of his house. But what can he do? He did for his passion. Even though his father wanted him to be a CEO, he never liked it. He wanted to become a chef, and then his passion grew and stronger. He refused to do anything That's when his father acknowledged it and let him do whatever he wants. And then, with his own hard work, Jungkook now owned the restaurant. And his brother was this along helping him with every grateful for the people in his life who always helped him. Jungkook again, like usual, visited the cafe and Yoon was standing there. Her eyes met with his and Jungkook smiled at her. Ah, you're early. The shop didn't open yet. Literally, I didn't see the close sign. Ah, maybe Jin forget to put it. That guy sir will be looking at his face in the mirror. She mumbled under her breath. Oh, then I'll come back later. My bad. No, you can wait here. The shop is already about to open in 10 minutes anyway. Besides, I can make you a coffee while you wait if you do like. Are you sure? I don't want to be a bother. No, it's not bother at all. Sorry for the inconvenience. No, it's okay. Since we are neighbors, I think we can become good friends. Ah, yes, sure. Your usual order? Yeah, two double shot espresso. Yoon nodded and started making his order while Jungkook watched her with interest. What do you do? I mean, beside being a coffee enthusiast? Well, I'm actually a chef. I own a restaurant not too far away from here. Oh, really? Then I should come at your restaurant. Of course you can. My door are open for you. My heart too, he thought, but didn't say it out loud. Handed him the coffee and Jungkook smiled while returning one. This is for you. Oh no, please, you don't have to do that. It's not that you didn't like the coffee, right? No, it's not like that. I can make coffee for myself. Then take it as our friendship started. Yoon hesitated and then smiled a little, taking it. Thank you, Jungkook. Jungkook smiled wide as he took a sip of his coffee. Then the cafe started filled with people as it opening time. Jungkook said bye to her and walked out. Jungkook was standing behind the counter of his restaurant, observing his customer with a contented smile on his face. He took pride in seeing their enjoyment and satisfaction as they served the food he had prepared. Lost in his thought, he didn't notice his fellow chef and friend like a brother standing beside him. You look happy today, Cook. Any specific reason? Nothing new. Oh, you know you can't hide things from me. Tell me already. I know there is something. New cheek slightly turned pink as he avoided Hosea gaze. He is extra happy from few days and he know that change in himself too. But he ain't telling anyone about her. You know if he will tell him he will start teasing him. And now you are blushing, damn man. Oh god, you're smiling like that, bro. Obi-Wan, can you not? Oh god, there's nothing like this. Hosek laughed as Jagung began to do his work, avoiding him, but little did he know that Jagung caught his eyes on someone. Few days passed like this, and Jagung usually got busy in his work and didn't got time. He wanted to ask her at least to hang out with her, get to know her, but he couldn't get enough time. But one day he got the courage and talked and walked to her. Hi you. Oh Jungkook, do you need anything? No, actually I was thinking, I know we are neighbors but never met outside of this cafe. You know, I was thinking if we, when you are free, you can come to my restaurant. Then blinked and Jungkook mentally facepalmed himself for changing his whole statement. They want to ask if they can hang out, but never mind. Well, I get time, I will surely come. Jungkook, don't worry. Yuna smiled as she made the order of other customer. Jungkook nodded and smiling. At least he said something to her. It was Sunday and Yuna was buying some groceries, and beside her was a little angel. Soha, behave. You know you were trying to come with me, and I told you I would take time. Now, if you behave like a good girl, I will buy you ice cream. Yes, mommy, I will be a good girl. Yuna smiled as she resumed her grocery shopping. After a few minutes, she didn't realize that Soha had slipped out of her grasp and started walking towards something that had caught her attention. Soha, look, there is ice cream. Yoon turned around, expecting to see her daughter by her side, but her heart dropped when she realized Soha was nowhere to be found. Soha, where are you? Her voice filled with fear as she frankly scanned the whole market, her eyes searching desperately for her little angel. Yoon dropped the grocery bag, her step fastened as she looked around. So it's not time to play. Tears swam in her eyes as she couldn't find any trace of her princess. Her hand shaky as she took out the mobile from her pocket and dialed the only person she could get help from. Yeah, I got that, Dad. Thank you. He smiled as he hung up the call. His father was worried for him and advising him to take care of himself. He was walking back to his house and he heard someone crying. His eyes scanned the whole place, searched for the source of voice, and then his eyes landed on the little girl crying in the corner. He followed his eyebrow, thinking if he should walk to her. What if she is not a kid but a ghost trying to trap me? Wait, I watch horror movies too much. He gulped and walked to the little girl, bent down to her level. The little girl sensed someone present, looked up, stepping back afraid. Jungle stared at her. Why do she familiar? juicy. Then it clicked on Jungkook's mind. Oh, this the same kid he met at the grocery store at the first day. Little strawberry, what are you doing here? I lost my mom. I can't find her anywhere. Jungkook eyes widen as he look around. Now where would he find her mom now? He wiped away her tears gently with his thumb and took a deep breath to calm himself. Where do you live? In my home. Oh, that's a very useful information. We will surely find your mom, he said sarcastically and saw her start crying again. Jungkook panicked. Okay, I'm sorry. Come here, let's find your mom. He gently picked Soha up in his arm and looked here and there. What's your name, little strawberry? Soha. Okay, Soha, how old are you? Soha showed her four fingers and Jungkook roared at her cuteness. He tried to distract her. We have no other option to go police station, but his train of thought dropped when he heard voices. Do something, Jin. I will die without her. Soha turned into the direction and began in Jungkook grip. When she heard the familiar voice, Mommy, she freed herself from his embrace. Wait, so? He stopped as she ran towards her mom. He followed his eyebrow. Isn't it Yoon? Mommy. Yoon turned around, her eyes widening, and she ran to her daughter, hugging her tightly. Soha clenched to her mom and started crying. Oh, my baby, are you okay? She scanned her, looking any sign of injury. Soha shook her head and then hugged her mom again. Jin bent down to Soha level and kissed her head. They both were very sick. He called Jin for help and he came running. They just reported to the police station. Jungkook stood taking in the scene. He was happy that she found her mother, but his heart was clenching weirdly. So she had a family? Great, Jungkook, just great. Fall for a girl who already have a lone family. So he took the step back. Before he could go, he heard his name. Jungkook. He turned around to look at Yoon, who is now standing in front of him. Thank you so much, Jungkook. I don't know what will happen if we didn't find her. It's nothing, Yoon. I'm just glad I could help. Before she could say any more, Jung took a deep breath and turned around, taking fast step towards his house. You know what? Shit, my life. Will you stop sulking like a goddamn kid and tell me what happened? A kid happened. What happened? You can't get pregnant, Jungkook. Oh, please don't make it worse. I'm already dying here. Seriously, I'm going. If you can't respect me and not tell me anything. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just I don't know how to explain. It's complicated. Well, you better start explaining. I'm not leaving until you do. So, the thing is, there is a girl. You met a girl? Will you let me finish? Rosik slumped back on his couch and looked at Jungkook. So there was a girl I met in the cafe. She worked there and I kind of start developing feelings for her. I went there daily just to see her and then she told me she is my neighbor. Wow, the story is interesting. Bobby said as he picked up the drink, enjoying the story. Jungkook rolled his eyes and continued. You know what? I thought I finally found someone and then boom! I just got to know today she's married and has a child. Jose snorted, causing his drink to spread out of his mouth, his eyes widening in surprise. Married? She married and has a kid? Yeah, it's a mess. I didn't know she had a family. I feel like an idiot for developing feelings for someone who's already taken. Oh god, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed, but please, you are already laughing. Yeah, laugh at my misery. Just great. I don't know what to say. I don't know too. He slumped in his sofa feeling like an idiot. He should have asked first about her before ogling his eyes on someone else's wife.